Hello, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Tabitha and Jade and the plan, the tunnels, the chamber, everything like that. Before we get into that, I do want to say thank you for everyone who's been watching my From videos. I've had a lot of fun making them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my anything else that I come up with for From. I'm going to do other TV shows too. But yeah, let's get into this with From and Tabitha and Jade. So in the teaser, we do, well, let's go back a little bit. Let's get a little bit of recap. We do see them, they do make it into the tunnels. They do find the chamber. They do get the bones. And as they're about to take the bones and put them in the bags, the creatures show up. But they have that tarp and a talisman. So they do seem to be safe at the moment, but I think that'll change. I think that'll change pretty quick in the plan. So we see that they radio to Boyd and the crew up top, and they're going to start getting ready to pull the tree out. I think they will get the bones. They'll have their bags packed up, ready to go. There's two possibilities here that I think are going to happen, and I'll explain both of those as we get a little bit further into the video. But Boyd, they'll pull the tree down. When they pull the tree down, the impact of the tree being ripped out of the ground and hitting the ground, something like that, is going to cause the talisman to fall off the cave door, the end that goes into the bone chamber. When that happens, the creatures are going to tear the tarp down and come into the chamber. But Jade and Tabitha will be safe because of something that they never even saw coming. They had no idea this was going to happen, and I don't think that it was even part of Jade's plan because he just didn't think of it. The light, the creatures can't come out during the day. That light is going to pour in that hole, and Tabitha, Jade, and the bones will be inside the light, and they'll be safe because the creatures can't pass into the light. But the rope is okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. I think either one of two things will happen. They'll put the rope into the ground, the rope ladder into the ground, right where they need to, right in the light, so it'll be safe to get up. But we saw Sophia fray the ladder, so it's compromised. She didn't cut it all the way through, but it's only going to be able to take so much weight, I think. That is if Boyd doesn't even realize that the ladder is compromised. If he doesn't realize, then I think Tabitha will make it out with some of the bones. Maybe all of the bones. It just depends on how they play this out. But I would think that Tabitha would carry it back and Jade would carry it back, just so that it's not as hard on either one of them to get out of the cave with the bones. So I think Tabitha will get out. The ladder will break, or Jade will realize before he starts up the ladder, and he'll be trapped in the hole. And or Boyd will realize that the ladder's compromised, and they won't even put it down in the hole. But they're still going to have to get Tabitha and Jade out before it gets dark. Luckily, they started this mission first thing in the morning. So, but we don't know exactly what time it is, as this is taking place, because they haven't really told us yet. But we do know that it'll be a race against time to get them out of the hole, because once the sun starts going down and the light stops coming into the chamber through the hole, Tabitha and Jade are screwed. So what I think will happen will be that Boyd will lead, maybe Boyd, Randal, Acosta, not Kenny, because Kenny is with Victor, not Chrissy. I don't think he would risk Chrissy, because you don't want to send your only doctor on a suicide mission. And that's what it pretty much would be a suicide mission. Maybe Sarah goes, and they go into the tunnels to try to get to Jade and Tabitha and try to get them out somehow. Maybe that's where, maybe the door in Colony House will come back into play. Maybe they can open it from the cave side. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I do kind of think that's where that is going. I think that Boyd and this crew will go in. Now, everyone's not going to make it out. I could see maybe really losing any of those that I mentioned except for Boyd. I feel like Sarah has redeemed herself. She did what she did trying to help everyone leave. I could see, and she, remember last season she pretty much saved Fatima. If Fatima could be saved, we don't know. Is Fatima okay? I'm gonna make another video on that later in the week before we get to the finale. But yeah, Sarah could go. Randal could go, because we do see Randal at the tree in the teaser. We see Acosta. She could go. You know, it could really be any of them that could go in this episode. But yeah, that's kind of where I think that's going to go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that this kind of makes sense, that that's how the creatures get into the bone chamber? Yeah, I think we're definitely going to lose some of those characters that I mentioned. I could, if we were to lose one of Tabitha or Jade, I could see Jade going now. Maybe Tabitha getting hurt, like I said in my last video. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Videos coming up. I'm gonna make a video kind of laying out what I think the Sophia the Man in Yellow is planning with Clara and Elgin. We're gonna talk about that image that we see of Smiley in going into. I'm pretty sure that's either. So I think that's either the hospital, or I think that is the police station. I'm not sure, because we do see that he's moved a curtain aside, and it's darkness behind him. We see the sea lights from town. So yeah, that's gonna be an upcoming video. I do think that Boyd and the crew will get Tabitha and Jade out of the hole, and we don't see them anymore in the teaser, but we do see Boyd with blood on his shirt at the hospital just as it's getting dark. That's the reason that I think that Smiley's not getting in there, but then Kenny's left and Victor are left unprotected. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. And how are the creatures, how is Smiley getting in after dark? That's another thing we're going to talk about in another video. So guys, if you enjoy the videos and you want to know what I have to say coming up about those topics, please make sure you subscribe. Do all the other YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and hype the video. If you have any hypes left, hype the video. It helps out more than you know. And I'll see you next time.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.